What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the video today. Now, about 1 year ago, I made a video on basically the cheapest ways to get G Fuel, what are the sales, where you should buy G Fuel from, and stuff like that. But today, now that it's a year later, I wanted to go back and make a newer version and talk about some new sales that G Fuel does. I also wanted to mention, if you are out of the USA and you're trying to get some of those USA exclusive flavors, what you can actually do about that. And of course, I'll also talk about cheaper ways to get G Fuel if you are out of the USA, because I know it can be very, very expensive if you don't live in the USA. I also wanted to talk about some of the verified sellers on eBay. So if you guys are actually looking to pick up G Fuel on eBay, what are the best ways and who's the best person to trust on there as well. Also, last year when I talked about all the cheapest ways to get G Fuel, I didn't actually list off all of the BOGOs and when those are. So I didn't say when all the buy one get one frees are for G Fuel. So we will go over every single buy one get one free and when that happens with G Fuel on their website, because at the end of the day, the buy one get one free is without a doubt going to be the cheapest way to pick up G Fuel at the end of the day. It's even going to be cheaper than Amazon, eBay, Walmart, all of that stuff. Your BOGO on the G Fuel website is definitely going to be the cheapest. So before we get into all the information, I wanted to say thank you to these people up on the screen right now. I really do appreciate it. We've had a lot of people using code SHOCK for 30% off on the G Fuel website. I really, really do appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me because with all of you guys using code SHOCK like that, it's only going to increase our chances of maybe getting a Shock flavor one day. So I really just want to say thank you. So, speaking with code SHOCK and the G Fuel website, let's first go over buying G Fuel on the G Fuel official website. When's the cheapest? When are the BOGOs? All of that stuff. And what's the biggest sales? When are codes 30% off? And shipping and all that stuff. Let's first go ahead and talk about that. So also I want to mention, I'm going to have timestamps in the video if you just want to skip to like verified eBay sellers, Walmart or Amazon or G Fuel. If you just want to skip to that stuff or BOGO, you guys can skip if you would like. I'm not trying to waste any of your time or anything like that. So first off, G Fuel website, ladies and gentlemen. The first perk that you're going to have on the G Fuel website is actually going to be the tubs and the flavors. Okay, even though there can be cheaper stuff on eBay and Walmart and Amazon, you're not gonna get a flavor like Sage Mode. It just came out and it's not gonna be on Amazon for a long time, probably 2 to 5 months. So that is the only downside right away. If you don't buy on the G Fuel website, you won't be able to pick up those new flavors right when they come out. Now, another thing when buying on the G Fuel website is going to be the rewards program. You're not really gonna have that on any other website, at least not as good as G Fuel's is. So every time you buy G Fuel on G Fuel's website, you get points. And as those points keep going up, you can redeem them to get like a free tub. You can redeem them to get like a Nintendo Switch. You know, who knows, in the future they could have like a PlayStation. That would be amazing to redeem. They also have a year supply of G Fuel and a whole bunch of stuff like that. They're actually working on the rewards program right now, so it's not actually up. They're redoing and revamping the whole thing. They're probably gonna add more rewards and stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited about the future of the rewards program on G Fuel. I use it all the time. I'm actually saving up for a Nintendo Switch. I'm very, very close to one, so very excited to redeem that, and I know I wouldn't have been able to get that if I was buying all my G Fuel on like eBay or something. So the next perk about buying on the G Fuel website is going to be BOGOs. Buy one, get one free. So you're basically, if you're in the US, you're gonna be getting 2 tubs for like 40 bucks with shipping. That is a very, very good deal because 1 tub is usually 35 bucks. So 2 of those without a BOGO is going to be pretty expensive. So a BOGO, without a doubt, is really going to be the best and cheapest way at the end of the day to get G Fuel, even if we're still looking at Amazon and all that stuff. BOGOs are definitely going to be the best. So you might be wondering, when are the G Fuel BOGOs? Let's go ahead and go over those. So the first one is probably going to be on either Christmas, they're going to do it, or New Year's. That's something that I would definitely expect. And then we just actually had a one recently that would be the next one, and that's Valentine's Day. Now, sometimes it's a full BOGO. Like this year, it was kind of weird. They just had the Valentine's Day BOGO, and it was really odd because it was only like half the flavors. I think they were only trying to do like candy and red flavors, and it was just a little bit weird. So don't bet on the Valentine's Day BOGO being a full one, but there should be one nevertheless on Valentine's Day. The next BOGO that I would expect is the spring BOGO. This usually happens around springtime, obviously. So sometimes March, you know, they could push it a little bit more, but usually it's in March. Now, the spring BOGO also usually coincides with like the St. Patrick's Day, so they could sometimes theme it and call it the St. Patrick's Day or BOGO. So just be aware of that. That's what the spring BOGO could be called sometimes. Now, there's usually also the Memorial Day BOGO, so that's around the end of May, so just be aware of that one as well. Now, next up is usually going to be that July 4th BOGO. That one is always going to be a full out buy one, get one free. Definitely, it always happens. It is usually, honestly, the biggest BOGO of the year is usually the July 4th BOGO. Now, next up, you can either expect a Labor Day BOGO or like an end of summer BOGO, and they'll usually do that in September and stuff. So just be aware of that. So just look out towards the end of summer or Labor Day, they'll usually have another BOGO. Now, next up, I would expect a BOGO for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They don't usually do one for Halloween. Sometimes they do. I wouldn't 100% bet on it, but they do sometimes. So watch out for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday for a BOGO. And that's really about it, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of BOGOs on the GFUEL website. You know, some years they don't do one on this day. Some years they do. It's on and off, but those are just the ones that I can almost guarantee we're going to get one. I didn't include some dates that, or some holidays that sometimes they do one, sometimes they don't. So, or sometimes they're like BOGO 50s or 60s, where it's like buy one, get one 60% off, or it's just really odd. So, you know, those are the dates that I would expect at least real full BOGOs, so just be aware. Now, another perk on the GFUEL website is going to be obviously using your favorite creator's code. So if you're a fan of PewDiePie, you can use his code and know that you're going to be supporting them or whatever. I like to always share whoever uses my code. That's my way of sort of giving back. So if you're somebody that uses my code on GFUEL's website, code SHOCK, I always try to show those people in my videos and shout them out and just say thank you if they tweeted me their code use on Twitter. I just try to say thank you, so that's a way that I try to give back and say thank you to that. And there may be some other creators that do that as well, so if you want to support your favorite creator, that is definitely a thing that only the GFUEL website will offer. Now, speaking of partners and code uses on GFUEL's website, when can you expect their code to be 30% or 10%? Because usually this is how it goes. A GFUEL partner, like myself, my code SHOCK, is usually 10% off on everything on the website at all times. But usually 2 to 3 times in the month, my code will be boosted to 30% off, okay? I usually try to theme it around like GFUEL releases. So if there's a new flavor coming out, like Sage Mode, or the new Uncharted flavor just came out a few days ago, I was able to ask and get my code 30% off for that release. So a lot of people used my code. But it's usually only 30% off for like a 4 to 5 day span, and then it goes back to 10% off for like 4 to 5 days, and then you might skip that next 4 to 5 days, or you might be able to actually get another one. So basically, if you're wondering when is the best time to use my favorite creators discount, just go ahead and ask them and say, hey, when is your code going to be 30% off this month? Because I'm thinking about picking up some GFUEL. And usually they will know because they talk with GFUEL and stuff, and they usually will plan out when their 30% off times will be. So just go ahead and ask them, and they should be able to tell you. But for example, my code is 30% off right now until about, I believe, the 22nd of February. And then I don't think I'm going to get another 30% until the beginning of March. So that is about all the perks and stuff to talk about in terms of the G Fuel website, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the competitors out there that sell G Fuel or resell G Fuel. And the first one I wanted to go ahead and talk about is going to be eBay. Now, if you guys are looking to get G Fuel on eBay, this is what I would recommend, okay? Most people sell it for this. So about $35, about the same price that G Fuel sells it for. But they usually have free shipping, so just be aware. They actually did get the new Sage Mode flavor. Took them about, I would say, a few weeks after it came out. They did get the new Sage Mode flavor. But the trusted seller that I would recommend you buy from if you want to pick up G Fuel on eBay is going to be this seller called, I believe it's Nutrition Wholesalers. And make sure you check their feedback. They have sold like 13,000 items. I've bought from them before. You can trust them. I'm not sure about other sellers on eBay, but if you're looking to buy G Fuel on eBay, I would recommend Nutrition Wholesalers. They have always been trusted and everything gets delivered. Do not worry about ordering from them. There is a perk to eBay. A seller that is reselling G Fuel will often ship to other countries. So for example, G Fuel doesn't ship some flavors. We'll touch on this more at the end of the video, but G Fuel often doesn't ship certain flavors like Sage Mode. They didn't ship it absolutely everywhere, I don't believe, like Australia. But this reseller on eBay is actually offering to ship to Australia. So that is something to be aware about. If there's a certain flavor that has licensing issues where G Fuel can't sell it outside of the US, but these resellers actually can. So just be aware if there's a flavor that you're looking for, but you can't buy it outside of the US on G Fuel's website, make sure to check some of the eBay resellers like a few weeks after the tub actually comes out. Now, in terms of who is cheaper, eBay or GFUEL.com. So first, let's go ahead and do eBay. So 35 bucks free shipping in the US. Now, if you are able to use a 30% off discount code on G Fuel's website, you should be able to get it cheaper. So for example, if you pick up a Sage Mode tub on G Fuel's website for 35 bucks, put in a 30% off, it'll bring it down to like 25 bucks. And depending on where you live in the US, it can cost anywhere from $5 to, I've seen, maybe $8 to ship. So either way, if you're using a 30% off discount code, I would definitely suggest buying off the G Fuel website, because not only will it be a little bit cheaper, and it also depends on your state and your tax, because I live in New Hampshire and I don't get any income tax, or not income tax, but sales tax or anything. So it's like $30 to get a tub shipped to me with a 30% off code. It's pretty cheap, but your state could have more sales tax. But, you know, eBay is still gonna charge you sales tax, so it's just gonna be you calculating on eBay and you calculating on G Fuel and trying to see which one's gonna be cheaper at the end of the day for you. But you're also gonna get the rewards perks from buying from G Fuel, so just be aware of that as well. You know, it could be $1 more expensive on G Fuel's website, but you're still gonna get points, so it might be worth it for you. So now, next up, let's go ahead and talk about Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. So Amazon is definitely, without a doubt, I'm gonna say this straight up, without a doubt, okay, no bias towards my code or anything. If you have Amazon Prime, or your parents pay for Amazon Prime, okay, I think it's like, what is it, $200 a year or something? I don't know what it is, but if you have Amazon Prime, Amazon's gonna be the cheapest, if they already have the flavor that you want, okay? So I believe it's 29 bucks on Amazon to get a G Fuel tub. So no matter what way you look at it, if you have Amazon Prime, it's gonna be cheaper to go on Amazon. Unless you live right next to the G Fuel warehouse, where you can get like $4 shipping. I've seen $4 to $5 as the cheapest shipping on G Fuel's website with a 30% off discount code. That might get you at the same price or a little bit less than Amazon. Yeah, so it looks like Amazon Prime is $139 now, apparently. So, you know, that's not that bad. If you're also buying a whole bunch of other stuff on Amazon, like a lot of us do, it's probably still going to be cheaper for you to pick up your G Fuel on Amazon. But it's also going to depend. Do you want those reward points on G Fuel? Do you want to keep building them up? It all depends on what you want. You know, and a lot of people get Amazon gift cards and stuff like that. Amazon is just so insanely unbeatable with what they do. And G Fuel has Prime shipping on Amazon as well, so that is absolutely amazing too. Now, two downsides to Amazon is going to be, for whatever reason, they take the longest to get a new tub. I don't know what it is, but something about Amazon, it takes a few months for them to get like the new Sage Mode flavor. I don't know why, but it takes a long time for them to get a new flavor. So if there's a new flavor you want, you're really only going to be able to get it on the G Fuel website. The other negative that I've seen for Amazon would definitely probably be, I have had some people get really old tubs on Amazon, like almost expired or damaged. I think it could be because Amazon has leftover stock. You know, maybe they're throwing around a whole bunch more. I have no idea, but I've seen people get like really old tubs from Amazon. So just be aware of that as well. It could be because they have old stock or something that they're trying to clear out of some old tubs or something. So just be aware of that as well. So if you want the freshest, newest batch of G Fuel, it's going to be on the G Fuel website. And I've had a whole bunch of people tell me, Shock, is G Fuel on Amazon legit? Yes, of course it is. If it says it's sold by G Fuel or Gamma Labs, which most Amazon listings do at the top there, then it's definitely legit. So just be aware of that. If it's any higher than $29.99, I would be a little wary. And if it doesn't have Amazon Prime shipping, I would also be a little bit worried about that as well. Now, also, if you don't have Amazon Prime, the G Fuel website will be cheaper with a 30% off code, so just be aware of that as well. Now, I'm glad that I'm making this video because in terms of Walmart, that used to be honestly stacked with G Fuel, I don't know what's going on, okay? Walmart, I don't know what's up because Walmart, ladies and gentlemen, if I look at it right now, they've got some cans and then they've got one tub listed and it's blue ice and it's out of stock. So I don't know what's going on with Walmart, ladies and gentlemen. Walmart has just like completely stopped selling G Fuel. So as of right now, you can't even buy any G Fuel tubs on Walmart. So Walmart for right now is just going to be excluded. I have no idea what is going on with Walmart with the G Fuel tubs. However, I do know that Walmart does sell G Fuel cans in like most of the Walmarts. So just be aware of that. Most Walmarts, you can actually go in and they have G Fuel cans to buy in person. And I definitely recommend doing that because G Fuel cans seem to be the cheapest in Walmart. I think they're like $1.98, but they're like $3 at a gas station. So definitely I recommend going in person and seeing if your Walmart has any G Fuel cans if you're interested in those. But they do not sell tubs in person. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, if you are in the USA, the cheapest way to get G Fuel is gonna be, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, Amazon, hands down. I'm gonna say that completely unbiasedly. Even though I have a G Fuel code and I definitely want to promote it as always, it's still gonna be Amazon. They're gonna have the cheapest. I'm sure G Fuel has like a deal with them where they get them cheaper or something. But, like I said, downside, if you don't have Amazon Prime, it's gonna be more expensive on Amazon. And also, Amazon's not going to be getting those new flavors as soon as the G Fuel website does either. Then I would say the second best is definitely going to be the G Fuel website. You know, I would argue the little bit extra that you spend on the G Fuel website compared to Amazon is definitely worth it. Because at the end of the day, you are going to be adding up those reward points to get money off your next purchase. Or if you want to redeem them for something. You can also be supporting your favorite creator as well by using their code for 10 to 30% off. G Fuel's also done like a 33% off one, so just be aware of that. And of course, there's BOGOs on the G Fuel website. There's sales. Sometimes there's free worldwide shipping. There's just so many perks to the G Fuel website, as well as the new flavors and all that stuff. So just be aware and think about that. And then at the end, I would definitely probably promote eBay. And I think I would promote eBay more for some of the people that can't get certain flavors outside of the US. For example, some people can't get the new Sage mode outside of the US, but some eBay sellers, nutrition wholesalers, they are actually selling it for like Australia and stuff. So if you're out of the US, I definitely recommend checking that out. And speaking of out of the US, let's go ahead and talk about G Fuel and getting it cheap if you are somebody who is out of the US. So first off, we already mentioned it, eBay. eBay is a great way. I would definitely check there ASAP if you are somebody who's out of the US looking to buy some G Fuel. To be honest, I don't think you're gonna find cheaper shipping prices on eBay compared to G Fuel's website. You can get a tub on eBay starting for 35 bucks, right? Starting at $35. And then you have to add shipping, okay, if you're outside of the US. I'm pretty sure some of them, they sell free shipping for the US, but it actually does cost money if you're outside of the US. So, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, I still think if you use a 30% off code on G Fuel's website and you're outside of the USA, it's still gonna be cheaper to buy a tub on G Fuel's website versus eBay. And I also wanna say something. G Fuel, I'm pretty sure, is partnered with the USPS and the Postal Service. So they actually get slightly cheaper shipping charges compared to like just a random person selling on eBay. So for example, if I want to ship something to Australia, it's like 80 bucks for me, okay? But if G Fuel wants to do it, I think I just shipped a package from G Fuel to Australia recently, and it was like $20 to $30 to ship. But for whatever reason, for me as a customer just walking to the post office, it's like $80 to ship because they're only allowing express for regular people like me right now. Something going on in Australia and stuff. So I don't know exactly, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with the whole shipping stuff, but you may still find that with a 30% off on G Fuel's website, if you're out of the USA, it still might be cheaper than buying on eBay. So if you're out of the USA, we've also got to talk about LimeProGaming.com, ladies and gentlemen. They are based out of the UK, so if you live anywhere over there, basically, if you live out of the USA, except Canada, if you live in Canada, it's probably going to be cheaper and faster buying from the G Fuel website. But if you live anywhere else, like near the UK, I would suggest picking up G Fuel if they have your flavor that you want on LimeProGaming.com. Of course, I will link it down below, but they basically will ship G Fuel very quickly, and they can ship it to a ton of more locations than G Fuel can't. So just be aware of that, and definitely check out LimeProGaming.com. I will link it down below. And then, like I said at some point in the video, I told you guys that sometimes G Fuel does the free shipping worldwide codes. They haven't done those in a long time, so I would not bet on them, probably because shipping prices have increased. So I definitely would not bet on any free shipping worldwide codes on G Fuel's website. So that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, the cheapest way to buy G Fuel, okay? In my opinion, the cheapest way, the final cheapest, is going to be waiting for a G Fuel BOGO, okay? That's going to be the cheapest, okay? It is. It literally just is. And you're also going to be getting reward points, and, you know, so I think the best thing that you guys should do if you're waiting to do a big order, wait for a G Fuel BOGO, or you could also do a 30% off discount on G Fuel's website. Those are really good as well. Or, like I said, Amazon is good as well. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be the G Fuel BOGO as number one, the cheapest. Then probably Amazon if you have Prime. Then a 30% off discount on G Fuel's website. And updated in 2022, Walmart is completely out of the picture. You can't even really buy G Fuel on Walmart in terms of tubs. So I don't know. I have no idea what went on with that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but unfortunately, you cannot buy G Fuel anymore on Walmart. So I don't know what's going on with that. Walmart does have a pretty good price on cans, though. Cans on G Fuel's website are very expensive. Definitely would not recommend picking those up on G Fuel's website. The cans are just too expensive for there. In terms of the hydration bottles, you can only get those on Amazon. I will link those down below. In terms of the hydration tubs, those should be about everywhere, but definitely still a really good price on the G Fuel website and Amazon as well. Now, before we end the video, there is one last thing that I wanted to touch on, and that is going to be, how do you buy basically US exclusive new flavors outside of the US? Like, how do you do that? Well, I have some people that I know on Twitter and stuff, some of my fans, that actually are able to do it with some sort of, I think it's called gateway shipping or something like that. I'm not going to promote any certain companies or anything. I'm just going to mention that there is something out there where basically I believe they offer a service where you ship it to them in the US and then they ship it to you and they charge you for the shipping, obviously. But that is something that I've heard about. So you guys can do the research on that. You know, I'm not trying to promote any certain companies or promote it or anything, but I just want to say that I have heard of some of my friends using it that don't live inside the USA. So just wanted to make you aware of that. But that should be about it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys do want to support me and give me a chance and us a chance at getting our own G Fuel flavor one day, I want to thank you guys for using code SHOCK. If you do, on the G Fuel website, I'll leave a link down below to the G Fuel website. But thank you, everybody, for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.